Officer Chad Martin of the Wilder Fort Thomas-Southgate Police Department is a great officer. That's Officer Chad Martin. Welcome to my world where all is well. I'm the thinkers, thoughts that create the things. I'm also the proud Queen Chief of 3 Kings. Today is Wednesday, November 1st, 2023, and it's currently 15:57 hours. Officer Chad Martin of the Wilder Fort Thomas-Southgate Police Department is a great officer. He is a good cop. He had an eye-opening experience. He gets community help for a grandmother. He first met grandmother Christie Henley. Grandmother Christie Henley is raising 7 of her grandchildren. He got called to a private property accident where she hit someone. And when they first approached grandmother Christie Henley, she started crying. And so Officer Chad Martin, he wanted to know more about her. He didn't just, issue tickets, write a accident report, and leave the scene. But he started to develop a conversation with Christie Henley, and come to find out she was supposed to wear glasses, but she didn't have any health insurance, so she couldn't afford the glasses. And then as he continued to talk with her, he found out that she had problems with her self-esteem and that she hasn't smiled in over a year because she needed dental work done. So Officer Chad Martin got with the police and the fire department of the Wilder Fort Thomas-Southgate Police Department. She has a GoFundMe page. It's called the Help for Christie GoFundMe page. So y'all can help this grandmother who's raising 7 of her grandchildren. And I also want to say thank you to the Garbig Family Eye Care. They're helping her to get her driving glasses. And to the Turner Family Dentist. And they're helping her to get, her dental work done. But he is an example of what it is to be a good officer. So, Officer Chad Martin, thank you for your service. If any of y'all who live in Wilder, Kentucky, and you happen to have the pleasure to come Officer Chad Martin, please thank him for his service. If you happen to see him sitting down eating a meal, please offer to at least pay for his meal. Now, if you see him out with his family and stuff, try not to approach him if he's trying to enjoy his family, unless he's open to that. If you see him in the middle of doing some police work, please try not to interfere with his police work, because we don't want detained or anything just because you're trying to say, hey, Officer Chad Martin, I think you are a good officer. So let's do things decently and in order. It seems like the Wilder Police Department are on the right track of creating more great officers, as long as they keep Officer Chad Martin on the staff there at the police department. Then I'm sure his energy will rub off on other officers, and then be able to create more great officers for the Wilder, Kentucky citizens. But it looked like to me y'all have a great officer on y'all hands to help serve and protect you all. And to grandmother Christie Henley, have you in my thoughts and prayers. And to your 7 grandchildren that you're raising, I don't know the totality of the matter. It's not my business, but we know nowadays there are several grandparents who are raising their grandchildren either by choice or because there are no other options. But thank you, Christie Henley, for stepping in to take this opportunity to raise your 7 grandchildren. Even though you're a college-educated grandma and had the option and opportunity to do whatever you want to do, you decide to step aside what you want to do what you needed to do, which is to be there for those 7 grandchildren. So you are greatly appreciated. The world needs more grandmothers like you, and they need more cops like Officer Chad Martin. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Did I say thank you so much for subscribing? Thank you for turning on that notification bell. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. All is well. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And may my whole life prove that God is good.